Hey guys, it's Comics G-Man here to just make a quick reaction. I rewatched Wonder Woman 2017 again for like probably the millionth time in my life. I've seen it a bunch of times on Blu-ray, streamed it, all that stuff. But I did pick up the 4K version. I went on a 4K binge last week. Got all the DC movies on 4K, first time. And I'll tell you one thing, it was worth it. I'm using the PS5, and I tweaked the settings on my TV. Not the best, fanciest TV, but it gets the job done. And like last time I was telling you about the Dark Knight Rises, and same thing here. I mean, of course, like the camera work is not Christopher Nolan stuff, like that's perfection peak, but still really good stuff here. The color was fantastic. One of the best things I love about these DC movies, like during the Snyder era, they really like don't shy away from color when they do it. Like, I mean, some of those shots they have, like in Themyscira, the greens are greens, the blues look fantastic on the ocean, everything. I used to love that about the Aquaman movie too. Uh, Even though that movie I know people think sucks, it still had some pretty great colors. But I didn't see that in 4K yet, so I can't wait. Um, Anyway, back to Wonder Woman. I still think Gal is the best Wonder Woman ever put on camera, and I mean, I know that's kind of hard to talk about because Linda Carter looks like amazing, and she looks perfect, like straight out of the comics. Um, but I'd have to say Gal is her action sequences, her ferocity, man, her fucking the way she moves and the way she acts, man, like she's got it. She's got it. Linda doesn't do it for me. Uh, I tried one time to watch the Wonder Woman TV show with Linda Carter. It wasn't good. I didn't enjoy it. I watched like up to 2 seasons, and every episode was a slog to get through. Uh, I mean, they were 40 minutes each. The stories were terrible. They were kind of boring. Wonder Woman was okay in it. I mean, she looked good, I mean, she looked perfect. The costume was okay. But, I mean, I know, it's from the 70s, so you can't expect much. But at the same time, it's like, I did like a lot of the old shows, like the Adam West Batman, even though that's like the campiest show you could think of. It's hilarious and enjoyable, 20-minute pieces, and doesn't waste your time. It doesn't take itself too seriously. I felt that's kind of how the Linda Carter show was. It took itself too seriously for the time. Maybe if they did a show like that now, it would have been really good. But in the 70s, that was the best they could do, and now it just doesn't hold up now, in my opinion. And no, like I said, the Adam West show still holds up. In fact, that show just gets better as I get older because it's just hilarious. I love Adam West, and I think that's a great show. I think it's hilarious, and a lot of people will agree with that. But Gal is when I read the Wonder Woman comics, Gal is the reason why I even started reading some Wonder Woman comics like 8 years ago or so. The first one I read was I got this omnibus by Gail Simone, and yeah, I know she's not the greatest writer, and lately her stuff has been kind of ass. She kind of gets into the political bullshit, but she wasn't always like that. And her Wonder Woman run was pretty damn good. I liked it a lot. She faced off like this villain called Genocide at one part, but she wasn't with Steve Trevor, and Steve Trevor wasn't even dead like what happens to him in the film. But Steve was with her, the girl who's the secretary. I forgot her name. It's been a while, but he married her. And Wonder Woman, I don't think she was with anybody in that comic, and she didn't have any kids yet. Like in the new run, the Tom King run, she's got a daughter, Trinity, but I didn't even read that yet. I'm gonna read that. But yeah, like when I read those comics, when I read those comics, like I saw Gal. I didn't see Linda, and just like how she gets so emotional, like almost like a child in some of the scenes in this movie. It's kind of like it's just so well done because she lived in Themyscira that whole time, and all these horrors of life that she's learning so fast. It's like she does such a good job of like showing that innocence being slowly exposed to the realities of life. And Chris Pine was perfect. He was a perfect pick for Steve Trevor. Um, my only issue, I would say, and this is an imaginative, subjective issue actually, and it has to do with Wonder Woman 1984. And I know a lot of people think that movie is ass, and I understand why you think that movie is ass. I'm not gonna try to convince you that it's not, but I liked it. I liked 1984. Okay, shoot me. But I think what they should have did with Wonder Woman 1984, after her and Steve kind of fell in love in the first movie, they had, you know, that scene where after she went through the trenches, that fucking iconic scene where she's running through the trenches, that the soldiers were, they couldn't get past an inch because of the German turrets for like a year. She goes through it with the shield and everything, and it's this great action. And then she goes to that town and liberates that town from them. And after that, like they're kind of celebrating, and the town is dancing. And then when they're going to bed at night, uh, Steve and her, they obviously fuck, right? They make love, you know. Um, I actually think it would have been a bit of a creative risk if they made her have his baby. I mean, yeah, I would still have him killed off because that scene, like when he sacrifices himself at the end of the movie, that is some good shit, man. I mean, Chris Pine delivers. That man delivers every time. Even in the weirdest situations, the weirdest movies, that man does it. I mean, God, even in that movie Dungeons and Dragons, I mean, he has his moments, and that's a corny movie, but he's a damn fine actor. I hope he goes on, man. He's fantastic. Um, I'm just trying to think. What was I trying to say? But you know, yeah, like my imagination, like I think, when they made Wonder Woman 1984, like she could have been like living with her daughter or training her, and she didn't have to be like a, she couldn't be a teenager, like, so it would be like 40, 50 years after World War One, so that would be around 1984, roughly, right? Just um, so she would already be an adult, so you would have an adult, but I guess that wouldn't have fit the Snyder vision because they already had Justice League, and it wouldn't have worked. But I think it would have made 1984 probably a little bit better if you had her daughter in it or something, and that would have been cool. But anyway, back to the first movie. You know what really was fucking hilarious too? I didn't even realize it all these years watching it, but the woman from House of Cards, Robin Wright, the one who plays Kevin Spacey's wife, she played the woman who trained her as a kid, and then you know she died on the beach in like the beginning of the movie. I, I was laughing my ass off because I'm holy shit. I never realized that was her before, and we just realized it tonight. She looks great in everything she does. She looks fucking awesome. Um, and you know what, man? I gotta say, like these old DC movies. I mean, they're not old, but you know, like like these DC EU movies, like people did not know what we had. Like they complained about this stuff at the time. I did a little bit of my own complaining. I helped contribute into that. But these guys delivered, man. Like I think they gave us what we wanted, and we didn't even know it yet. And I'm not saying that like I like the Warner Bros or the DC company. Like they could go fuck themselves and rot in hell for all I care. I mean like the creatives who worked on this, the people, the workers. You know, not the direct, not the CEOs and the money guys. I mean, yeah, thanks for the money. You guys allowed it to happen, I guess, but we all know you don't really care about the creative part of it. You just care about the money part of it. And even now that's questionable. You see how they're operating with these new movies. But I mean, I really appreciate the work they put into it. I mean, the settings, the costume designs. I thought Ares was awesome in this. I mean, he had a small role, really. And I remember at the time when it first happened, I wasn't that impressed with him. But I mean, dude, he was awesome. I thought he was great. And it was just a way to show you that, like, Wonder Woman, she made that change. Like, that this is going to be her now. Like, she's not going to go towards that dark path. And, like, again, her acting when Chris Pine is flying in the sky to get rid of all the poison bombs that they made, the Germans. He's flying up and he's going to sacrifice himself like that, and then he blows up, and she was tied up on the ground by Ares. Like, dude, her acting, man. Like, just look at her face. Like, she's fucking fantastic. And I'm not just saying that like, oh, she's so beautiful. Everything she does is fucking perfect. Yeah, she's beautiful, man. Don't get me wrong, but like, she's good. Like, watch when she's on the ground and they got her tied up. When Ares had her, he had like what, like metal pieces that tied around her, right? And like when she's looking up and she sees that Steve died, like look at her face, man. Like she really does a good job. And she burst out, and then she starts going after those Germans that were gonna kill her friends that were working with Steve. And she's like fucking flying through them, fucking throwing them around like nothing. And then she goes ape shit on Ares. Oh man. Oh, I love this stuff. I mean, the imagery. I mean, it's straight out of the Wonder Woman comics. Like they did it. They fucking did a good job. I think it's a shame that we're not going to see her as Wonder Woman anymore. I mean, unless shit changes with the, if these new movies that everybody is trying to tell me are so fucking great, if these movies don't do so good. I mean, they didn't do so good, but that doesn't seem to be stopping anybody from making more of these shitty new movies. I mean, who are they going to pick for Wonder Woman now? For me, they can't replace this one. They can't. I mean, I don't know. You just can't. She's great. I would have loved to see a third movie with her. And 1984 ended with Linda Carter showing up at the end. And what were they going to do with her? Was she the original Wonder Woman and the timeline broke or something? I mean, it would have been damn good to see Linda Carter in action and actually in a good Wonder Woman movie. Like, make Linda Carter actually do some good Wonder Woman shit, unlike the TV show, which I'm not talking shit. I get it. If it wasn't for that Wonder Woman TV show, we wouldn't have half the shit we got. But I'm saying they had Linda Carter in a modern iteration, and now we don't get that. Nobody sees the waste here that happened with. How could anybody think Warner Bros. Knows what the fuck they're doing? Do these guys even? What are these guys doing over there? But yeah, you know, this movie holds up so well, and what I love about it is, yeah, it's a superhero movie. It's got all the superhero tropes and stuff, but it's really an intimate piece. It's really a piece about love. Like, they really focus in on her and Chris, and they deliver, and they know Wonder Woman. Like, she's love, empathy, compassion, and Gal, like, she shows all of that throughout the movie, and you just can't. I don't want to know. I don't even want to know what they're gonna do if they keep James Gunn as the director on these new movies. I don't even want to know how he's going to destroy and fucking molest Wonder Woman. I mean, how is he gonna ruin her too? Like he ruined Superman. How is he gonna ruin her? I mean, he's gonna turn her into some kind of joke too, right? Maybe he's gonna make her a bitch, or maybe he's gonna make her unempathetic and kind of cold or something. I don't know. He's just gonna do the opposite of what he should do, because if you think that his Superman was good Superman, you're crazy. You're crazy. And all these people who keep saying, "Oh, it's like the comics." What are you talking about? I mean, even just reading like the new Superman comics, right? He doesn't even act like that. He acts like a whiny baby through most of the movie. And I'm not blaming the actor. I'm blaming James Gunn. I'm blaming the writers. They made Superman a complaining bitch. So, what are you guys gonna do to Wonder Woman? You're gonna fucking ruin her too, right? When are you people gonna say enough? You know, I mean, Superman, I don't think it did good in the box office, and I'm not one of those people who even care about the box office numbers to make my point. Even if Superman made like $1.5 billion or $1 billion, I would say it's a shit movie still. I didn't like the movie at all. So like, so you people who actually went to the movies to like pay for it and watch it, and you didn't do, you know, the other things to rebel. If you were curious and you wanted to watch it, there's other ways to do it without actually giving your hard-earned money en masse. So to that sliver of people or mass of people who still went to see this movie, with the exception of like family people and normie people, which was probably most of them anyway, you know, because they just wanted to do something with their family. I'm not going to fault them for that. But for these guys who supposedly are comic fans and all this stuff, I'm not judging you, okay? Look, you guys wanted to see it, fine, but you don't stand for anything. You don't stand for anything at all. You don't really care about what they do to our heroes. You don't really care what they do with our icons. And I'm just saying, you people complained about the Snyder stuff, and I'm not saying like I'm 100% with every single thing that Snyder did, but like I think they really tried hard to give us some good stuff here. Like they didn't jerk us off. Like they really tried here. So you people who are bitching about the Snyder stuff at the time, and yes, I did some, but I did like the movies. I collected them. I loved them anyway, even with some of the things that didn't impress me at the time. I didn't feel the way I'm feeling about these new movies they're working on. You people, all you did was fucking piss on Snyder and all those movies, and even so like. But now that you guys are getting what you want, I guess this is what you want. You're just forcing it down everybody's throat. I mean, you're making it like this is great. It's not. You guys ruined it. No more Gal Gadot. You removed Gal Gadot from the equation. No more Henry Cavill. I will take Henry Cavill any day. But even if you took Henry Cavill and you put him in this new role that David Cornsweet is playing, Henry Cavill would not have even saved it because he has a horrible script, and James Gunn should not be directing a Superman movie. I don't give a shit what you say. And who else? And Ben Affleck. Ben Affleck is Batman. Now, yeah, I remember at the time people were complaining Batman doesn't kill, Batman doesn't do this, and yes, I know. But for the movie, for the film, it worked. And it looked great. And Ben Affleck was fantastic. I'm sorry. He did great. I loved him. Of course, he's no Christian Bale. Christian Bale was perfection. But he was fantastic for, we can't have Christian Bale anymore. So if we had to have a new Batman, I was more than happy to keep Ben Affleck as our Batman. And that's not a slight on, what's the guy's name who's playing the one in the Matt Reeves films? I forgot his name, but he's the actor who's on Twilight and stuff. He's a good actor. I'm not shitting on him, but I would still like to have Ben Affleck. But I love the new Batman stuff, mostly because I like the Penguin. I thought the Penguin TV show was phenomenal. And I think the cinematography really was kick-ass on the Batman. But the Riddler, what they did to the Riddler, is another example of what I'm talking about. You fucking turned the Riddler into that. I mean, I get it, but it was like they were trying to do Bane and Heath Ledger's Joker and make it the same thing all in one, but it's the Riddler. And it's like, you could make a dark Riddler, you can, but that it just came, I didn't like that guy as the Riddler. Didn't like him at all. But sorry to go off tangent here. I know I said it would be short, but I get into this stuff. I really do. But I think this Wonder Woman movie was so good, and we're never gonna get this again now. So thanks a lot, guys. Thanks for fucking being a bunch of pains in the asses and complaining about stuff and never being happy, because now all you got left to eat is shit on a plate.